morning. How's everybody today? I hope you're doing well. So what is Kevin doing today? Well, I've been cutting the grass. Have a look over there. I cut the grass from the road. I cut all the way into the woods, over here by the pineapple, over there by the birds, and behind the house. 4 hours, done. But today, I bought this like a, I don't know what it is, Boy Scout work shirt or something. I bought it a year ago, and I don't really like wearing it. But today I wore it, and I had my Mexican hat on, and I worked out Sierra for about 4 hours and cut everything, and felt great. I had a couple of bananas and some water with some salt in before I started, sea salt, and it was hot and I'm sweating. I was sweating, but it rained last night, so the air was a little bit cool, even though it was hot, but the air was cool. And I sat down with this on and actually feel real good. And I had, you know, all those packets of electrolyte drink I bought. I just had 2 of them, so I have to go buy some more now. You know, sometimes we think we are so smart, right? When I lived in America, and it was hot, I used to buy the lemon and lime Gatorade, and I'd make myself a big pot of it and like a gallon jug of it and stick it in the fridge. So if I was working in the garden, I would finish, then go get it and sit on the back deck and drink it. And here it's hotter and more humid, and what? I don't drink the Gatorade or electrolyte drinks. But I didn't know, I don't know if I knew or I didn't know that you could buy the packets of electrolyte. But anyway, I know now because I found them. So today I found 2 out of the 4, 5, 6, whatever I bought. I found two that I really liked. So I'm going to go see if I can buy like a box of each, and then I'll just leave them here. And you know, I'm going to try to remember to drink a packet, at least 1 or 2, every time I play in the garden. I was editing the video last night around 10 o'clock, and the heavens opened up and poured and poured and poured for like 40 minutes. So this morning everything's wet, but I thought I gotta cut the grass, because with that water and how long the grass was already, just, you know, leave it 2 days, it'll be like out of control. So I thought, get it. So I come out here this morning and got it. Fed the dogs, fed the birds, 2 bananas and some water, go. Somebody's sitting on my foot. Huh? What are you doing? Sitting on my foot? Sugar, sugar? What are you doing today? Hmm? Sugar, sugar? What are you doing? You want to say good morning? Say hello! I sat down here to cool off, and she come and sat right between my feet and fell asleep. It's really nice though, you know, when you have when the air is this perfect, it's still quiet, beautiful here right now. One of those, let me remember this moment. Okay guys, I come into town. This is a pet shop I go to. I've never brought you here before, and I want to get some dog food. I'll explain why in a minute. The lady says it's okay to film, but don't show her because she's not pretty today. Yes, what I wanted to show you in here was, it's bright behind me, let me do it this way. What I wanted to show you is, sometimes people think Thailand is really backward, but look at all the stuff they have here for the dogs. Flea and tick and all kinds of different medicines. Look, Frontline pet shampoo, I think. But that's for puppies and kittens. I might get one. I want to get something that's a little bit different for Mr. G, because his skin is always a problem. So I'll have a look in a minute. But just have a look at the dog food. There's a big selection of dog foods here. Look at this. So you got, see, Smart Health. You got all the name brands here. But look at all this. all different. You have some cheap brands and then more expensive brands. About 800 or 900 baht for 20 kilos. So I come in here to get the some bird food. This shop is it's like there's two shops belong to the same people. The big one, where I normally buy their bird food, is on the island. But this here, they already bag it up into 1 kilo bags. So I don't feel like driving all the way over there. So I'll get a couple of bags of the. This is budgie food. This is for a different bird, but I mix it and they love it. So I just thought different colors, different nutrients, and then they have all the different treats and stuff like that over here if you want all that. I don't usually get this stuff, so you can say you can get just anything you can get anywhere else. More medicines and combs and all the leashes and things like that. Muzzles. Everything you think you need. Yeah, here's all the hill stuff. Digest it, you know, for specialist meals you might need. You know, the Mr. G and Sugar, you give them one food and they like it for a couple of weeks and then they won't eat it. So I'll come to get some different cans of dog food because it has gravy in it. And then I'm going to get them some dry dog food and mix that up and see how they get on. I haven't fed them dry dog food since I've had them because in the early stages it would upset Mr. G's stomach, and then get diarrhea. But now I'm going to try again. Get a small bag of something, maybe 5 or 10 kilos. Okay. Okay. I come to Ayutthaya Park, and I'm in the food court downstairs, which I don't normally come to. But I just felt like I wanted cow pad guy. Just chicken, veggies, and rice. So here it is. My food for the day. Or lunch anyway. Good healthy food. Yeah, I get a little bit stressed with Mr. G because, not him, but he's trying to help him with his skin problem. I got the ticks and the fleas and everything else under control, but sometimes I hear him outside, he'll be scratching himself so hard, he cries. And his mom sits there like watching him because she don't have any problems. So today I bought him some fish oil, but I'm going to try to get some, that was in capsules, I'm going to try to get some in a bottle with no flavor, no orange flavor or anything, so I can put it on his food. And I got him some dog food now, so hopefully they'll eat again for a couple weeks and stop being so fussy. So I'm going to be fussy and eat my food now. Roy McMarkab. So this is where I got my food from. The guy's cooking away. Sawadee krab. Sawadee krab. I've been doing a little bit of running around. And what do you do when you need to sit down and have a drink? Come for a cup of coffee. Black coffee with a little bit of honey. So, what have I been doing? I went to, one of the things, this is a little bit techie stuff, a little bit. But this is, I got a 2 terabyte Seagate backup drive because I had my videos, all the different video and pictures that I've taken for each video in a folder, and I had it all over the place. So I bought one. I already have one of these, so I got it all together and put it in one place. And here's a nerdy one for you. I've been looking at trying to find a way to record sound, and I found some stereo microphones that you can actually use on a cell phone, but they cost like $80 or something. And I'm like, you know, you can buy a professional sound recording device. Was it H1N? I forget the name of the company, but the recording device is H1N, and it's stereo surround sound recording, a handheld thing. I'm thinking, okay. So the other day, I've been looking at it for months, and I finally bit the bullet. Yesterday I ordered it, but I ordered the Pro one, and it has like 4 channels, and you can add reverb and different things like that to what you're recording. I think there's no sunset tonight. Raining. Good evening, guys. I came in the house earlier because it was pouring down with rain, and then fed the dogs, fed the birds, did this, and then there was a bit of a drama. Sugar was outside barking her head off, running between where I parked my truck and back around to the front and back around and back around. I'm like, what is going on? So I went outside and looked between the hedge and the back of the workshop, and you know that crazy big monitor lizard that was in the river? He was in the garden. She was going nuts. So you know, I think she was just, the monitor lizard were just staying still. The monitor lizard was just happy to stay still and let her bark. But when I went out there and he seen me, he ran, shot off down around behind my truck. So I ran around there with this camera trying to get a picture of him. And by the time I got there, he was gone. I don't know where he went, but he must have flew off. But I told you before, them things can fly when they, you know, they really can, not physically fly, but run fast. But by the time I got around the other side, she stopped barking, and she's just smelling the grass, so I don't know where he went. But, kind of brave coming so close to the house. Anyway, he's gone now. I hope the dogs don't, he's trying to get the dogs. That's all my news. Some people have been, you know, I asked before to share the videos, and so I can, you know, the parts of Facebook tells me when you share it, so thank you so much for keep sharing. So I'm going to close now and say good night. So buckets of blessings and rivers of peace, love, and kindness. And thank you for being here. I really appreciate every one of you, even though I can't answer all the comments. They're just getting too many now. And I tried, sometimes if I have a couple hours, I'll sit there and answer a lot, but I never seem to catch up. And now I go back in a half an hour and there's more. So I'll just keep trying my best, okay? So, good night, guys. Best wishes. Look after yourselves, and see you in the morning. Good night.